Hi, welcome to another edition of Entertainment News with me, Michael Bates. This was the week of February 2nd, also known as
Groundhog Day!
Groundhog Day is one of my all-time favourite films, and even though I adore Ghostbusters and Lost in Translation, it's probably my favourite Bill Murray performance. It's a great premise, and while I'm sure this isn't the first time it's been used, the film is so popular that the concept has now become known as the Groundhog Day Effect. What's even more surprising is how well it translates across different genres. We have the romantic comedy Groundhog Day,
Rita, I'm reliving the same day over and over.
the military action sci-fi Edge of Tomorrow,
Now I live the same day over and over again, just like they do. Just like Sergeant Vertasky at Verdun.
the standard sci-fi like Star Trek and Stargate SG-1,
This device activates 14 Stargates simultaneously. That's 14 worlds reliving the same day over and over.
and the horror film Happy Death Day, which had the second film in the series released this week.
I was stuck reliving the same day over and over again until someone wearing a baby mask murdered me on the night of my birthday.
Groundhog Day is undeniably an influential modern classic, but it does have a problem. It's a minor one, but as film lovers, and particularly anyone interested in screenwriting, it's one that we need to consider. One way to judge the success of a screenplay is to imagine the story told from the perspective of another character. Does the story still hold up, and are their reactions consistent or convenient to the plot? Let's look at Groundhog Day from the perspective of Rita.
Stop it!
We don't actually get to see Phil and Rita meet. The first time they interact is in the van on their trip to Punxsutawney. It's hard to get a sense of Rita's opinion of Phil here because she's so positive, but he complains about his job, his accommodation, and he patronises and mocks her. There's even some light sexual harassment.
Anything I can do?
Would you help me with my pelvic tilt?
Within reason.
We can find out the opinion that Rita formed of him on this road trip by looking at some of the later scenes.
Do me a favor. I need someone to give me a good hard slap in the face.
How's that?
Good.
If you need any help with the other cheek, let me know. I'm right here.
Something's going on. I don't know what to do.
Are you drunk or something?
Drunk's more fun. Can I be serious with you for a minute?
I don't know, can you?
Yes, I'm being serious. You think I'm acting like this because I'm egocentric?
I know you're egocentric. It's your defining characteristic.
Is this for real, Phil, or are you just trying to make me look like a fool?
I'm just trying to talk like normal people talk. Isn't this how they talk?
Close.
Okay, so talk to me. That's not the worst part.
What's the worst part?
The worst part is that tomorrow you will have forgotten all about this, and you'll treat me like a jerk again.
No.
It's all right, I am a jerk.
Although these scenes can be discounted because they essentially cease to exist for Rita, they are a good indicator of what a terrible first impression Phil made with her on the first day. Now we need to skip ahead to Phil's last day, which is the next thing Rita will experience. Phil gives a beautiful and unexpected speech, and then immediately blows Rita off for the rest of the day.
Phil, that was surprising. I didn't know you were so versatile.
I surprise myself sometimes.
Well, where are you going? Would you like to get a cup of coffee?
I'd love to. Can I have a rain check? I've got some errands I've got to run, okay?
She finally meets back up with him at the party late in the evening. The people at the party all approach Phil to thank him for his work during the day, and Rita is naturally suspicious, so she confronts him.
What is going on?
I really don't know.
No, there is something going on with you.
Would you like the long version or the short?
Let's start with the short and go from there.
This is the first trick of the script. The audio cuts away at this point.
Okay, folks, attention. Time for the big bachelor auction. Now, you all know the rules. All the eligible bachelors come down in front.
We never hear Phil's explanation, but we know from later on that he doesn't tell Rita the truth. However, whatever he does say to her means that she never questions him again about what's been going on. Now let's cut to the snow sculpture scene. Bear in mind that Rita has known Phil for one car ride, one speech and one dance. Basically less than a day.
How did you do that?
I know your face so well, I could have done it with my eyes closed.
It's lovely. I don't know what to say.
I do. No matter what happens tomorrow, or for the rest of my life, I'm happy now. Because I love you.
I think I'm happy too.
Out of context, Phil stating that he knows her face and that he loves her is extremely strange and forward. The audience forgives it because we've seen his journey, but the second trick of the script is Rita's fudged response of, I'm happy too. It's not a natural reaction for the character to a man she barely knows, particularly someone as abrasive as Phil, but the script needs her to fall for him, so she does. We know what her real response would be because we've seen it before.
You love me.
I love you.
You don't even know me.
Oh, I know you. I know you.
And this reaction was after spending a full romantic day with Phil. The following morning, on the third day of Rita's story, we get the last trick of the script.
Let's live here. We'll rent to start.
We'll rent to start is the script glossing over what a monumental decision this is. He's suggesting that they quit their jobs, move to a new town and move in together to someone he's just met. Rita's response is to smile silently. Why? Because that's the happy ending the story wants. Groundhog Day is a lovely, romantic, spiritual journey from Phil's perspective, but looking at it from Rita's perspective, those last 2 days are full of conveniences and inconsistencies. Despite all this, I still love the film Groundhog Day, and I'll still watch it almost every year around this time. But female leads in romantic comedies are often poorly written, and I think it's important to recognise those flaws, especially in films we consider to be classics. If you have any thoughts on this video, please share them in the comments or on my Twitter. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. There's also a video by the pop culture detective titled Stalking for Love, which talks about several films including Groundhog Day. Thanks for watching.